Good morning, everybody. I'm Gary Brummer from ActionCOACH Business Mastery in Durban, South Africa. We're having a chat this morning to Cody Coetsee. Cody is our third YESS certified graduate in South Africa, and he has just recently reached that accolade. He's also sitting with Brent, his dad. Brent is a business owner, and I'm sure Brent will tell us just now what his plans are for Cody, his son, in his business. Cody, perhaps just introduce us to yourself. Who are you? When did you finish school? Your age? What are your business aspirations and plans going forward?
Okay, perfect. Thanks, Gary. So my name's Cody Coetsee. I'm 23 years old now. I went to Westville Boys High School, finished that in 2016. Then I did my undergraduate at Varsity College. I'm currently doing my postgrad at Varsity College as well in management, and I'm hoping next year to go into my master's somewhere overseas, either in the UK, Australia, or America. Those are my current top options.
Great, Cody, thanks. And the YESS program, how did you hear about that?
So I actually heard about that through you, Gary. I was actually watching my brother. He got onto it first, and he was learning a couple steps from Brad Sugars, and I was quite interested in that, and I thought it would be very beneficial for me to use some of the knowledge gained through that into my current job position and also in my academics. And then I think you contacted me, or I contacted you, and you got me started, and yeah, I've been hooked for the next 12 weeks after that.
Great. Well, congratulations and well done for making that decision. I think it was a great move on your part. And in terms of the theoretical studies you're doing at Varsity College, how did you find the difference between what you were learning there and what you were learning on the YESS program?
So the YESS program kind of provided me with a more practical side to business. I think Brad gave some very good examples, and he also broke down concepts quite concisely, whereas the theoretical side is more long-winded and harder to pay your full attention to. I think the short, concise videos offered in the Brad Sugars program, the YESS program, gave me a little bit more time to concentrate and absorb some of the concepts. Okay,
great. And Dad, Brent, you're a business owner, and you've got Cody and your other son, Caden, who's also doing the YESS program. What are your plans as a business owner with young sons coming into the world of work? Are there plans for them to move into the business or take over the business? And do you think this YESS program is a good start?
Well, obviously, it's nice to be able to hand over the reins to family members as opposed to outsiders. There's obviously a trust there, and as you get older, you kind of have found other interests to do besides business, Gary. So it would certainly be first prize for me to be able to hand over the reins of the company to Cody and Caden. And even though I haven't done the Brad Sugars program, certainly with both my kids dragging me and forcing me to sit and watch every now and then a video, I found him very dynamic and, like Cody was saying, very concise. And the fact that the videos are fairly short, even in our busy schedule, it's well designed in that you have time to just to drop everything for 10 minutes or 15 minutes and get a quick injection of Brad Sugars, and then you back off and doing the rest of the stuff that you do during the day. Mm-hmm. Hopefully that answers both your questions.
Yeah, great, thanks. So Cody, what was the experience like? So there was a bit of a discipline element to it, to be consistent in the learnings and the content and the duration of the videos and the assignment work that you had to do on a weekly basis. How was that experience?
At the start, it was a little bit challenging to get into the routine, but after the first 2 weeks or so, I was setting a date apart, getting it into my schedule, like linking it with my calendar. And I found that it was quite easy. It's only like 5 to 10 minutes every day. So I found that it was quite easy to get into a routine of doing it. I just set a time aside, either early morning or late afternoon after I finish studying and finish working. And yeah, it was just quite nice to slot that in. And then also the assignments were quite interesting. I had to make a lot of application from my garden refuse company and also from my current position at CPA. And it was nice to kind of link the practical and the theoretical side from the course and from the work life and academic life.
Oh, good. That's good to hear. Did you have any successes with the program in terms of learnings and applications? You kind of alluded to that now.
Successes. Yeah, I did. So, well, obviously, once I finished the program, I've used it in my CV and it's kind of helped me in that sense with my applications to universities. And also, I think it'll help with applications to other job opportunities. And aside from that, it's also kind of helped me structure my other work life, my other academic life, in terms of trying to break everything down into small chunks and use that to kind of absorb the information a little bit better and remember it a little bit better in the long run.
Okay, great. Thanks. Was there any particular area of the program that was your favorite? Any particular topic, subject that you really enjoyed?
I think overall, just a lot of the different concepts linked or tied in with what I'm doing in Palm Gardens, and a lot of the stuff to do with budgeting was quite interesting to me. I'm not sure exactly which. I think it was under a budgeting section. It kind of helped me break down my expenses within the business and try and minimize those in order to maximize profit, which was, yeah. And also essentially the whole concept was to take action. And that's kind of been my motto now since completing the course, to just get into take action. There's no time like the present. Yeah.
Okay, great. So what are your next steps, Cody?
So as I mentioned before, I'm trying to get into a master's overseas. I'll probably be doing that online over 1.5 to 2 years. I'm trying to get something internationally accredited so that I can use that when I want to travel, or if I want to travel in the future. I think it'll be good to have an internationally accredited degree or master's.
Okay, great.
And I think the business. I think the youth program will definitely add to my CV and add to my resume and whatnot in getting me into those programs overseas.
Okay, great. All right. And why would you think it's important for people to utilize and support the YESS program? Your brother is one of them, for example.
I think it really does assist with time management, not only in the YESS program but in your day-to-day life and in your work experience, academic experience. Time is of the essence. Time is always so hard to find, and I think it kind of breaks down, like I said before, it kind of breaks down everything and gives you some structure to your day, and you can use that little concept from the YESS program throughout your life. I think that's just one of the lessons there.
Okay.
Even from my point of view, Gary,
yeah.
Even though I've been in business since I probably was about 16 when I started my first businesses, I've had probably 20 in all. And a lot of the stuff that I've learned through trial and error over the years, it was quite nice to have the reassurance that I did some things I did correctly. You know, even though I wasn't taught that, it was more instinctive, but to have the affirmation from Brad's videos that, oh, okay, this is how you're supposed to do it. And then I recalled, okay, I was 16 or 18 or whatever, and I did that. and I never really knew if it was the right way to go or the wrong way to go. So for me, even though I'm towards the end of my career, it was quite useful for me to get affirmation that I did make some correct steps along the way. And the ones that didn't work out for me, then it was also nice to see, well, that's why it didn't work out for me. And that particular business didn't work out, So it was quite beneficial for me.
Yeah, great. Thanks, Brent. So what you're saying is it would have been lovely to have had the YESS program when you were 16. It would have been of huge benefit to you in those days. What a pity it wasn't around then.
Yeah, certainly. Yeah.
Great. Good feedback. Thanks so much. All right, guys. I think that's pretty much wrapping it up. Anything else you'd like to say, Cody, to anybody else who's listening and any other youngsters out there who may be considering doing the YESS program?
Yes, thank you. I would like to say that the centralization of the YESS program around entrepreneurship and the focus around that was quite useful for me, because I feel like if you want to get out of the daily routine with the boss and that whole situation where it's like 9 to 5 and it gets a bit like mundane, this program would kind of help you kind of broaden your horizons in a sense and open your own business, give you that drive to open your own business, give you the steps you need, the skills you need to grow that business and make a profitable business, and then sell that business even and buy another business. And it also helps with investments and whatnot. So all of those little lessons you don't learn in school and in varsity, it gives you those life lessons that you can use throughout your career in business.
Great. Thank you. So thank you very much for your time, guys, and well done again, Cody, for doing that. It was a great decision on your part. And I'm glad you got all that benefit out of that. And even your dad sitting next to you got some benefit out of what you did there. So thank you very much. Thank you, guys.
Thanks so much, Gary.